Welcome to EPG Pathshala in the subject of information technology and in the paper of open source software. Friends, in the previous module, I introduced you to the LaTeX environment. As I already said, LaTeX is a document processing system or a typesetting program. We have seen why LaTeX is helpful, how we can use LaTeX compared to other packages like what you see is what you get programs. Few examples are MS Word, LibreOffice Writer and so on. LaTeX has various advantages. We discussed structure of LaTeX document. As I said, the document begins with a preamble, there is a body portion. So, let us start the discussion further. In this module, we will discuss the text formatting of LaTeX, certain commands related to text formatting. We will briefly go through different mathematical expressions and their notations, the symbols that can be used with LaTeX. And finally, we will see some other features which can be combined with LaTeX environment, so that we can get good efficient graphical output, or we can use LaTeX as a presentation software. So, let us begin the presentation. As I said, LaTeX has a document format, there is a preamble, we have already seen in the previous module, and there is a body part. The preamble contains details about the article, the type of article and the packages that we will be using. So, after the preamble, the actual document begins. There is a begin document command over here, and at the end there will be end document command. So, this part is body, which contains our content. Body can be divided into top matter, main matter and back matter. So, the top matter contains author details and few other details. Let us see what is the top matter. The top matter contains title of the document, name of author, his address, institute, date, and finally, when we say make title, the document title will be displayed on the top of the document. Now, here you can see the date can be typed as some previous date, or we can simply say date and today, it will display the current date of the system. So, the top matter, some commands may be optional. If the user wants, he can include those commands, otherwise he can put on those commands which are required. Let us go to the next section. The next part is abstract. So, whenever we are typing a research paper or maybe a thesis, it contains abstract. So, there is a begin and end command for abstract. LaTeX abstract can also be renamed, as I have shown at the bottom. We can use the renew command to rename abstract. Instead of abstract, we can use executive summary. So, if we are typing some technical reports, we can simply rename abstract and we can put technical summary or executive summary at the place where we are typing abstract. So, this is again another part of the body of LaTeX document. Now, when we talk about main portion, the body contains part, chapter, section, there can be subsection or subsection, there can be paragraphs within a section, or there can be subparagraphs. We can give titles to each of these components. So, let us consider a sample book. Suppose we are writing a book on chemistry. So, the book is divided into three parts: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry. So, there can be three parts, three units, and within each there can be chapters. So, in physical chemistry there can be 2-3 chapters, inorganic there can be 2-3 chapters. So, chapter is a sub part of the part environment, and within chapters we can have section, subsection, subsection. Now, the beauty of LaTeX is we do not need to number those chapters, there is no need of numbering those sections, subsection. So, while we are typing chapters or while we are typing our reports, we never take care what is the section number, what is the subsection number and so on. The numbering can come automatically, based on the type of environment we have selected. Again, there is flexibility, the numbering can be in either of the ways, in digits, in alphabets, in Roman characters and so on. So, while we are setting up our LaTeX environment, we have to specify what kind of numbering we require. So, the numbering portion can be part of package and the body can contain these different elements like part, chapter, sections and so on. Let us see what is after this body portion. So, as I said, the body portion may contain a section. Section will contain a short title or there can be a huge title. If we do not want numbering, we can use the asterisk sign along with the section. We can also set the depth of numbering up to what levels we want to number. So, here it is up to the level 3. Our documents will be assigned numbers automatically if there is an asterisk, and it can be up to the 3rd level. We can type paragraphs by leaving a blank line. Blank line in our program indicates a paragraph. And finally, at the end of body we can use appendix. Appendix can be at the end of entire document or it can be at the end of chapters or section. So, this appendix command will be placed maybe once throughout the document or it can be once through the chapter. So, this is a sample document. What you see on the screen, it is a report. The output of document is on the left part, the output of the document is on the right part. Begin document, then we are indexing the TOC, that is table of contents. Suppose there are 2 chapters. So, the first chapter is editing compile, this is the first chapter and there is another chapter document structure. Now, when you see in the output, it is a combined output, there is chapter 1 and there is chapter 2. You can see the chapter numbers are appearing by itself. Over here in the document, we are not providing the chapter number, nor we are providing section or subsection number, but in the output you can see there is a chapter number, section number and there are subsection numbers. And you can see the font size, it changes in the title of chapter and it changes in the title of section and subsection. So, these numbering can come automatically and the table of content is also built automatically if I give the command table of contents. So, this is a sample document, the body portion of our LaTeX environment. Now, let us see what is bibliography. Bibliography contains list of resources, list of references from where we have borrowed our content. So, there can be multiple bibliography items and while we are typing we can cite those references. So, when we are creating a bibliography, usually in LaTeX environment we create a separate bib file that contains all bibliographic items. It can be a text file with extension .bib and at the end of our LaTeX document structure we use the bibliography. So, as we can see in the screen, the bibliography style is required and within our document we can cite, we can either cite by name of author the bibliography items, we can also cite by page wise or sometimes if we do not want to cite, but we require the bibliography at the end of document, then we use no cite. So, these are the commands that go with the bibliography. Let us see how a bibliography is created in LaTeX. When we specify the bibliography style, we can either specify as plain or we can specify some package like NatBib. Now, NatBib is an external package which creates bibliography according to our requirement like IEEE format, American Chemical Society format and so on. So, we specify the type of style of bibliography at this place and the file name is at the second place. When we say bibliography and file name, so this file contains all our bibliography items. The file may contain entries like this, what we see on the screen. It may contain the author name, the title of the document, which journal, which year it was published. So, this is a single item. If my article contains 30 items, then my BIP document will contain 30 such bibliographic items. It will be in a single file. We can say my references .bib, which contain various articles as we have seen in the PPT. So, finally, the end of document we say end and document. Once the document is compiled, the output can be as we have thought of. There can be chapters, section, subsection, and within which there can be references as per our bibliographic selection. If we selected IEEE style, then we will get IEEE style of references. By simply changing the style of reference, the entire document referencing style can change. It hardly takes 2 or 3 seconds to change the entire referencing style. Now, let us quickly go through some other commands. LaTeX is very good in text formatting. There are commands related to text processing like text normal, which displays normal text. We can emphasize our text, it is sort of italics. We can use different font families like Roman, sans serif, teletype font. Shapes can be managed, upright shape, italics. The output can be in small caps, uppercase, or it can be bold. These are few of the commands used for text formatting. There are plenty of such commands available. The font size can be specified using commands like tiny, script size, footnote size, small, normal size, large, 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 huge and huge. So, automatically the font will be selected. You can see the type of fonts over here from tiny up to the huge font. Apart from this, we can also specify the size of our font, whether we require 10 point, 12 point and so on. But these are some commands related to font size. Now, if we want to create our own command, we call it a wrapper command. Suppose I want to create my own command, then I will use the new command function, the feature of LaTeX. I can say that the command that I am creating will be replaced by some other command. So, let us see what is the syntax of creating the new command. This is for the sake of easiness. If we want a very easy way of typing the document, we can create our own customized command. Let us see a very simple command where we are replacing an inbuilt command with our new command. New command is the command to create another command. The first argument that we specify is our command name. Let us call my CMD. It takes one argument. This number indicates the argument of the command, and I am replacing the text IT command. This is for italic texts. So, if you see the document may contain a line like this: a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, where brown and lazy they are my command. So, this text brown and lazy will be formatted according to the my command. This is what I have created, my CMD. It is my new command, and you can see the output. I have replaced with the italic text. So, the output contains brown and lazy in italics and rest of them are in plain text. So, usually we can create a wrapper command among the LaTeX commands. This is helpful when we are customized of using certain keywords, or we want to combine various commands to build a wrapper command. Let us move ahead. Apart from these, LaTeX provides environments. So, let us see what is an environment. Now, the entire document can be split into paragraphs. If we want some environment for paragraph 1, some other environment for paragraph 2, then we use environment blocks. These are formatting blocks. So, whatever we type within this block, the commands that we have used while defining environment will be applied to that block. So, suppose this block I want in italics, few other blocks I want in bold, then we can set environments accordingly. Let us see an example of using environments. Here, this part of text is in center. center justified. So, irrespective of the previous environment, when LaTeX comes to this block, it will process the part of this text. So, this particular 3 lines will be shown in the center form, center justified form. We can use environment while defining graphics, tables and so on. If we want some image to behave in a certain way, then we use the block to define environment within which we will place our image. Such kind of environment can be applied to list structure. List is kind of bulleted items. LaTeX provides different ways of listing the items. In all, we can categorize into 3 categories. One is unordered list, the other is ordered list and the third is descriptive list. So, let us see how the environment can be used to list items. Now, the LaTeX command to list items is begin list type, where list type can be itemize, enumerate or description, and the items command will indicate this is the first item, second item, third item and so on. And this list environment, it initiates with begin command and end with end command. Let us see an example of list structure. So, this is a sample code. I am using 2 different kinds of list, one is enumerate, the other is itemize. When we say itemize, it will show bullets. So, you can see there are 2 items within this itemized environment. So, there are 2 bullets, and when we say enumerate means it gives numbers. So, the first item will be given number 1 and the last item will be given number 2. So, while using list, we can use nested lists. We can also specify the type of bullets or the type of numbering style. LaTeX does allow such kind of list. We have what we are seeing in the screen. On the right part, there are numbers like 1, 2, then we are using Roman upper cases, Roman lower cases and alphabets. So, such kind of mixture can be used along with the list structure. We have already discussed center paragraph. So, if we are defining an environment, paragraph can be left justified, right justified or it can be center justified. So, there can be environments or there can be commands. A person is free to use, a person may use commands or he may prefer using environment. If he wants to do operation on entire blocks together, he may prefer the environment, that is environment and block, or he may use commands. So, the environment for justifying of paragraph are flush left, flush right and center. So, usually when we say left justified, we will use the environment flush left, or we can use the command ragged right. Similarly, for flush right, the command is ragged left, and for the center environment, the command is centering. You can see the output. When it is left justified, the output will be of this form. Text is on left side, right justified, you can see it is on right, and center, it means the text is centered. So, these are various formatting that can be applied to paragraph. Now, let us see what other features are available. Line spacing can also be done with the paragraphs. We can use package set space. So, single line spacing, 1.5 line, double line spacing, all these environments can be used with the paragraphs. You can see here there is an environment. Some paragraph content can go within these and it is in double space. We can also specify spacing in numeric form 2.5, 1.5 and so on. Here you must have noted there is a percentage sign which indicates comments. So, if we want to place comment within our code, we use this percentage sign within our LaTeX document. Now, tables. LaTeX has various ways of displaying table. As you know, table is quite complicated. We can merge columns, we can merge rows. The width between 2 cells, 2 columns can be customized. borders can be customized, whether we want the outer box, whether we want the inner borders and so on. If we want to color particular columns, color particular rows, there are lot of combinations which can be done. To consider few of the commands related to table, let us see how table can work. Now, here there are two environments, one is the center environment, the other is tabular. When we say tabular, it means LaTeX is creating a table. I am specifying 3 columns. So, there are 3 C's for 3 columns and each cell is separated by the ampersand sign, cell 1 and cell 2 and cell 3. So, that will be the first row. Similarly, we will get the second and the third row. Total there are 3 rows and 3 columns. The columns are specified with the tabular environment. Let us see one more table. Here certain cells have been merged. You can see the output. The column 1, column 2, column 3 are shown. Again there is a line, forget this outer box, it is for figure, but the inner line, it is the outer box for table. Column 1, column 2, column 3, they are part of header over here. So, when we see the code, you can see H line which indicates the heading line, sorry, the horizontal line. Column 1, column 2, column 3 are used and there are multiple rows which are merged. You can see 3 rows are merged. There are 3 rows, but in the first column 3 rows are merged. We are specifying the distance between the content and this line, and for the next of the columns we are specifying the items cell 2, cell 3, cell 5, 6, 8 and 9, and again there is a line, horizontal line at the end of the table. So, this is how tables can be created while merging of cells and creating lines within the table. You can still experiment with more kind of tables. You can merge different cells within a column, within row. You can also experiment by coloring different columns. You can experiment by nesting of table, one table within which there is another table and so on. So, you can try out various combinations of using table. I have given certain pointers in my reference note which shows lot of other examples where they have used tables. Let us move ahead with few other commands. When we talk about mathematics, there are 2 ways of using mathematics within LaTeX. Either it can be inline or it can be with the displayed style. If I want to use equation within a paragraph, so my equations will be inside my paragraph, then I will use the inline mode. And if I want to display equations separately or some expressions separately, then I will be using the displayed mode. Let us take an example of both of these. Inline style, it starts and ends with a dollar sign. The display style, it starts and ends with square bracket, and again there are escape sequences. And the inline display can be dollar escape, there is the command display style, again there is the command sum and so on. So, the middle part of this screen shows the commands and the right part of the screen, the right column shows the output. So, when we are using inline style with dollar prefixed and suffixed, it will be shown like this x plus y equal to z. The same output can be seen in the display style, and we can use the command sum command will display this sigma notation. So, in mathematics, to display certain kind of symbols expression, we have different keywords or commands. Sum is one of them. Let us see how inline style can be used. Suppose this is the paragraph. The paragraph contains content like in physics, the mass energy equivalence is stated by the equation E equal to mc square, which was discovered by Einstein in 1905. So, as a part of this paragraph, I am using this equation, it is within the paragraph. So, I am using inline style. The output is shown at this below square. In this square, you can see this output contains equation as part of paragraph itself. So, while using inline style, we can either use dollar as prefix suffix, or we can use some other notations that are shown at the bottom of screen. We can also use begin math and end math if we want to display inline style. Few other equations are, now see, the left part of the screen contains the LaTeX expression and the right part is the output. So, suppose there is some equation like b 1 square plus b 2 square equal to b 3 square. Here you can see b 1 is the subscript and 2 is superscript. So, for subscript we use underscore sign, b underscore 1 indicates b subscript 1 and the caret sign indicates the superscript. So, when there is caret 2, it means it is b square. The same applies to other expressions. Let us see the next expression. There is x raised to 2 alpha. Now, you can see alpha notation. So, to display alpha, we use the alpha command. Now, here there are 2 multiplied by alpha. So, there are 2 characters. So, we have placed them in curly braces. 2 multiplied by alpha, it is within curly braces and which is again x raised to 2 alpha. So, this caret sign indicates superscript and you can see the entire equation, it is displayed using this square braces. Let us take few more examples. This is an example of matrix which can be shown using LaTeX. The items within this matrix are A 1 1, A 1 2 and so on. You can see I have used underscore for A subscript 1 comma 1 and so on. To indicate dots, I have used C dots. To indicate diagonal dots, I have used D dots. Vertical dots are V dots. V dots command indicate vertical dots. And the entire matrix is created using the command begin p matrix, which ends with end p matrix. So, this is a sample metric where we are not specifying the size of columns. Let us look another metric. Over here, this is B matrix where I am specifying the size 0.3, 0.3. So, if I want to specify the size of rows and columns, I can use B matrix format. Here you can see 5 by 6, it is fractional. So, LaTeX has a command frac, FRAC, and when we provide 2 arguments, it will automatically give the output 5 by 6. So, this is an example of another matrix. Now, apart from matrices, expressions, within these examples we have seen there we use certain notations alpha, we used matrix notation and so on. LaTeX supports wide variety of mathematical notations, we call them symbols, and for each there are commands. So, if I want to use sin theta, there is a command for sin. If I want to use alpha, beta, gamma, there are commands for alpha, beta, gamma and so on. Let us quickly go through certain notations. The entire list is given in the reference note and my documentation. So, for alpha we can use alpha command, beta, gamma, delta and so on. Psi notation we use the command PSI. There is tau notation. So, when we compare these notations with editors like Word, in Word we have to find out, locate all these notations and then copy paste in our documents, whereas in LaTeX we simply type the command and the notation goes within our text. So, these are the Greek letters. Let us see few more. As I said, there are trigonometric functions sin, cos, tan, cot, etc. There are delimiters supported like pipe symbol, braces, arrows. For arrows we use up arrow, down arrow. If we want to use braces, we have to use escape character. So, in some cases we may require escape character. Backslash can be by typing backslash and so on. some relational symbols less than equal to subset, superset. You can see the output will be symbols, and this is what we type, the commands that we type, and the relative output is as symbols. Coming to our graphics processing, suppose I want to display image. Naturally, I will have an image file and I have to place it at a particular location, for which we use the graphics package, and along with the package we specify the place where we want to place the image. So, along with the text, wherever we put that code, image can be placed at that position, or we can have a floating image. So, if I am selecting a floating image, LaTeX will automatically decide where the image will be best fitted in my document. There are again various options to place image to display according to the size. We can specify the height and width of the image. Let us see few examples. In this example, I am using the package GraphicX. Include graphics will be the command to specify the image. So, these can be the file names, example file names of image. We can specify the height of the image. So, there are commands, these are optional commands. We can specify height, we can specify whether we want to skip baseline or not. Let us see one more example. Here we are specifying the line width, image is port.jpg. We can provide caption, we can provide labels. So, by providing label, we can refer to this image within our text. We can refer like this, that figure fig boat shows a boat. So, this is the reference. Our image is within this block, and if we want to refer to this image by specifying the ref command, we can refer anywhere within our LaTeX document. This is the style of referring the figure, fig colon boat 1, whatever we have specified as the label. Few other features of LaTeX are, we can create presentations. Beamer is a very good package. It provides, it is a class which provides functionality to create presentation. We call them frames. So, in layman terms, what we call slides, they are frames in Beamer. Few other software that can create presentations or slides are PowerDot and Prosper, but Beamer is a widely used class which can be used to create presentations. Let us see one example. So, this is a sample document. As you can see, it is not an article, it is a Beamer document. Title slide contains simple Beamer class. I am the author, date will be displayed. When we say frame, it means we are creating a slide. So, there will be a title frame. We are creating few more frames. Section number 1 will be one frame, subsection number 1.1 will be another frame. Section 1 frame, this part contains title because the title keyword is specified, and the next frame, that is the next slide, will not contain any title. So, this is a very simple example of creating slides using Beamer class. Let us move on to graphics. We can create excellent graphics using LaTeX. We can create a 2D or 3D vector graphic. There are packages available like Tix, PSTrix, Metapost or Asymptote. So, using such kind of packages, we can create beautiful graphics using our LaTeX code. Over here, we will be writing code such a way that the graphics can be visualized. So, by writing code, we can create the 2D graphics or 3D graphics. Few examples are given in the reading notes. You may explore the internet and you can find out how to use these packages. The scope of packages is not within our LaTeX study. Last part of LaTeX, the last feature of LaTeX is we can use classes and styles. Now, suppose if I am writing article for some research paper, or if I am writing IEEE transaction paper, then those publishing authorities, they will provide me some classes or templates. So, I need not specify what kind of title I will be using, what will be the type of bullets whether the numbering is Roman, whether it is digit, whether it is alphabetic. So, the publishing authorities will provide me with ready-made classes, they can provide me with styles. I can simply download those classes and I can start typing my document within those classes, and accordingly my document will be prepared. So, publishing authorities, they have their own classes, they have their own styles. When an author is submitting some article, he simply downloads that style, the author will start typing his content and automatically it will be formatted according to that style or according to that document requirement. Now, when we say classes, classes generally contain the document structure and style contains packages. So, if I want to display some kind of 2D or 3D graphics, then there can be different styles available. You can explore by downloading certain styles, classes. You can go through the websites of IEEE, Springer, etc. They provide ready-made LaTeX environment, and you can start typing an research paper or article for those publishers. So, this is about LaTeX environment. I hope I have justified enough of LaTeX within these two modules. You can start typing your programs, you can start experimenting with LaTeX environment. As I said, there are online environments available, there are services, there is no need to install LaTeX on your system. There is some learning curve, but once you master those commands, then typing of documents will be fun. So, to quickly summarize what we have discussed throughout this module, we revisited the LaTeX document format, we went through certain text formatting commands, how to make text bold, italics, how to increase decrease the font size, how to specify the paragraph. We have also seen how to type mathematical equations, expressions. As I said, there are two modes, inline and display style mode. You can use either of them. Equations can be numbered automatically if we are using the equation environment. And finally, we briefly discussed what is Beamer, what is styles, how we can use graphics within our LaTeX environment. So, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. Please experiment with the LaTeX environment, and you may share your LaTeX documents with your friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.